Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class. In this short session, we will discuss about the assignment number 2. This assignment carries marks 10 and the weightage of assignment is to be decided later. But you just keep in mind that it may have the weightage as equal to as 10. Topics of this assignment include first, that is the ethics, principles and decision making guidelines, and this topic was discussed in lecture number 6. And the other topic is issue management approach and conflict resolution modes. This topic was covered in lecture number 4 and lecture number 5. So these are the topics of this assignment number 2. Now let's briefly give you the idea how to prepare for this assignment and how to attempt it. First, you'll have to go through the lectures carefully. There are 2 to 3 lectures involved in this assignment, as I told just now. So just go through the lectures, note down the important points, and then relate the arguments and the discussion in these lectures to the questions of the assignment. But again, I am repeating that you'll have to carefully go through the lectures in order to better attempt this assignment. Assignment due date is 11th of December, that is Friday this week, and the date of the assignment will not be changed. So be careful to submit it within the due time, and you may submit it in the Google Classroom. There are 3 questions in this assignment. The first question is go through the lecture number 6 and identify 3 criteria which may be used for ethical reasoning in order to structure our arguments and thinking process. So it has already been discussed in lecture number 6. Now what you'll have to do, there are 2 important things. We have discussed the different questions proposed by the different theories that may also be considered as the criteria for the ethical reasoning. And we've also discussed the other principles and arguments which can be used for ethical reasoning, which may help us to structure our arguments and thinking process. So you'll have to just identify it and just list down it, and you can briefly, in 1 or 2 lines, you can briefly describe it. Question number 2 is briefly discuss the fundamental ethical principles with comparison and examples as discussed in the lecture. I think that was also lecture number 6, in which we discussed the different 5 to 6, I think, ethical principles and ethical approaches. So again, you'll have to compare these approaches. Just briefly define these approaches. It may be defined in your own language, and just try to give the examples. These examples may be the examples as discussed in the lecture, and you may also include some other examples from your daily life or from other literature. Question number 3 is, what is the importance of stakeholder approach and how you may use this approach in order to resolve the conflict? This was discussed in lecture number 4 and lecture number 5. So just discuss the importance of stakeholder approach. Just define it and discuss its importance, and then you'll have to discuss that how this approach may be used by the different managers in order to resolve the conflicts. So these are the three questions which are included in this assignment number 2. Now again, students, be very careful about the plagiarism. As you know, you some of the students may not be get good marks, or they may have been marked as zero because of just plagiarism. So cut paste is not allowed, and you just take the examples from the lectures and the slides we have discussed in the lecture, and just compare it with the assignment questions and write in your own words. That is very important. Write in your own words. If the two students' wording are being exactly copied, or it has been copied from some literature or internet, that will not be allowed, and that will be again marked as zero. So just try to write in your own words. Again, you can take the help from the lectures, from the internet, from the books, but just write in your own words. That is important. Thank you very much. Good luck. Allah Hafiz.